So another reason why the HDB prices cannot go up is because the HDB has increased so much supply in the primary market. They cannot allow the HDB prices to shoot up too high because it increases in unaffordability. HDB cannot be unaffordable for the masses. If not, there will be problem in the public as well. So that is the reason why you see volume has been decreasing for resale market steadily over 1112 all the way to current year as well. Yeah. So HDB price trends is similar for all room types, whether is it 3, 4, or 5 rooms. So you look at the 5-room flats, looking at level 10 to 12 in Punggol Drive, 641 Punggol Drive. The transaction date was January 2013. So 2013, if you want to buy a 5-room flat in Punggol Drive, you have to pay 588,000. Fast forward to 2019 November, you want to buy a similar flat in Punggol Drive, different cluster, but a different block, same cluster, you only need to pay 448. 448. So if you look at another cluster recently in 642D, also in Punggol Drive, 440. So we're just talking about 641B and 642B, already difference close to 240,000. 240,000 drop in price, which represents a 23.8% drop from the peak price. So it's very scary. Imagine you were the owner of this unit in 2013 January. Today you want to sell. The problem is if you sell, you may not get cash. But more than that, you may even have negative sale and of course a write-off of CPF. So choosing the right property is very important. 4-room flat in Sengkang. So let's take an example, August 2013, similarly 10 to 12 floor, Compassvale Link, 265A. Buyer bought at 550K. Fast forward 5.5 years later in 2020, just a few months ago, Compassvale Bao, similar area, same size, 92 square meter, 10 to 12 floor, 505K. Okay, so if you look back closer to us, even you look at Compassvale Link, higher floor, 16 to 18 floor, higher floor should be more expensive by right. You're looking at 508K for a higher floor. So if you take 45K as the drop in price, it's 8.2% drop for a peak. Not as bad, but we could certainly do better if we choose the right property. So let's look at a 3-room flat. Now we move to more central, Toa Payoh. 2014 July, if you bought a 3-room flat in Toa Payoh, it's about 305,000. It's older, much older. But just last year, around April, late April, if you were to look for a similar flat, you only need to pay 210. So it represents almost 95,000 drop, which translates to 31% drop from peak, the price. So all this I show you is not to scare you or anything, but these are facts that people that bought HDB resale in the last 6 to 7 years, their prices have dropped from 8-9% all the way to 30%. So it's very important to look and purchase the right property and not just buy property based on emotions, but based on facts and figures presented to us. So I don't want to be too messy. So basically the scenario is, this is one of my real life example of my clients who started their property journey in 1996. Just like us, most of us, I would say, buy HDB. So I will just do a simple illustration of his journey to you. Give me a sec. So his journey is very simple. So I'll just put husband. Pardon my drawing. Not professional artist. So in 1996, that's when they entered the real estate journey. Husband was 32 years old. Wife was 24 years old. So their first nest was a HDB in Ang Mo Kio, a 4-room flat. They bought at 235. So this scenario won't change. So firstly, they can choose to do nothing. If they do nothing, in 2020, husband would have been age. So let's draw the wife as well. So you're following me? Yeah? So 1996, he was 32. 24 years later, which is like today, he will be 46. And the wife is 48 this year. So based on this cluster of HDB, Ang Mo Kio 4-room. Today I just checked the transaction. I will use in rate. It's worth 360,000. The average transaction in this particular cluster that he told me and did some research is between 340 to 380. So an average transaction of 360 lah. So his was not a very high floor, so I'll just take a 360 as his valuation. So you will retire, not retire, but basically today, if you were to look for me, his net worth will be 360 in property. But he did not do that. So what happened was that, okay, I will just go chronologically, so please follow me. So in 1998, they decide to embark on an EC. So they bought an EC, 3-bedroom, Woodlands, at 450,000. Following me? So when they are EC TOP, they would have to sell their HDB. So for sell, I put in blue color. Huh? So HDB 2001, their Ang Mo Kio 4-room. So back to the previous HDB, they sold at 225. So wait, they lost 10K in their flats, and that's not accounting for, of course, agent fees and stuff like that. But of course, they currently live in the EC from 2001 all the way when they met me in 2017. So fast forward 2017. So I'll draw the husband and wife again. In 2017, 53 and 45. The age was very important because that will determine whether they need to sell their EC or whether they could just change the matter of holding. So in 2017, when I look at the situation, because they also have 2 kids, it's not very super convenient to just sell and move, which they can also do it if there is no choice. But based on their situation, the loan in the EC was not very high. So I proposed to the husband to take over the EC. So one thing good about EC, which is also a private property, privatized after 10 years, is that you can transfer the name of the EC to one party. basically. So, but the loan, of course, will be on their one party instead of split lah. So, of course, a few factors have to put into place. In a nutshell, both incomes are quite strong, so we managed to do that. Husband took over the EC house, so it's under his name solely. The wife went ahead and bought a condo. Bought at 986,000. So whenever you see black color with numbers, means you buy. Okay, buy. So you bought at 986K. So today in 2020, draw again. Husband is 56 this year. Wife is 48. So see, I emphasize on the age because the age can affect your matter of holding and loan most importantly. So in 2020, the EC, I will use the color to distinguish. So EC is worth 805K based on recent transaction. Condo, although they bought at 986, just within 3 years, it appreciated to about 1.2 mil. With a rental of 2150. So they are renting out 2150. So net worth in real estate itself, 2.05 million. 2.05 if they did all this. So basically, in a nutshell, what they did was that they bought HDB. They bought HDB. Then there's the scenario, they bought an EC because they felt in 1998 that the EC price, which will become privatized, should increase in the long run. So no choice. 2001, they have to let go of their HDB, which net them a net loss of 10K. But in 2017, another move that they made, tedious move, part share, let the wife purchase a condo. And in 2020, because of all the good works they have done over the last 24 years, they have a net worth of 2.05 million. Versus someone who did nothing, 24 years, they would have only amassed 360K in their real estate wealth. So it's important to buy the right property. You see, every step of the way, you need to know if you did the wrong move, remember you can potentially cut loss and reverse your situation, especially when you're young. So in 2001, they were still in their mid-30s or mid-20s or late 20s. So it's easier for them to cut loss at that time. But if you are currently 50s, 40s, 50s, or even 60s, don't lose heart because situation can be worked around. If you have particular question, you can always come to me and I can always assist you. Okay? So who am I? Some of you may not know me. So I am a digital marketing salesperson. Used to be in digital marketing, doing media sales from 2009, 2014. So I only became a real estate agent in 2013 as a part-time agent. So a couple of awards I won along the years, not to boast, but just so that you know that I have some accolades behind me and I have a strong pool of clients as well. They have done this progression of their assets for me. So I'm not new in this. So I've been a producer, top producer for 5 years, 14 to 19, actually 6 years. Lead a team of about 10 real estate agents. Some of them are following exactly what I do. And I do mainly real estate planning for clients, like I see HDB, private, landed, commercial. It's doable. Okay, and I have a website as well, propertyupgrading.sg. If you want to see more case studies, you can visit there. Oh, and my record transaction was 36 over million penthouse in District 9. So of course, what I'm trying to tell you this is that I handle all sorts of transactions from HDB, which you have seen so many cases, all the way to high-end developments as well.